because no one's ever caught one doesn't mean they're not real.
That is very true, but perhaps they don't wish to be found. I've heard they're rather fierce.
Yeti only look fierce. They probably don't like being so cold all the time. I shouldn't like it either.
You never have to be cold, my Lara, if you don't want to be.
Look!
Henry, what's happened?
Lady Croft.
Mayday, mayday! This is Bravo Tango 229er. We lost our port side engine. Trying to get cross feeds open.
Are we going to crash?
Starboard engine non-responsive.
Not unless it's absolutely necessary.
Stabilizer jam. Kicking rudder losing altitude. We're going full nose down!
Close your eyes, darling.
I don't want to close my eyes.
I think you forgot your climbing gear on purpose.
What would give you that idea? Really, Zip. It's like going up a set of stairs, only far less boring.
Yeah? Well, I want to throw up every time you look down. Hey, Alice is back. Grab a headset.
Back so soon? From Florence, wasn't it?
Decided on Genoa at the last minute. My dissertation will never see daylight at this rate, but never mind that. What are you doing in Bolivia?
Ascending. Alistair, meet Tiwanaku. She's a lovely pre-Incan civilization, currently in ruins.
Delighted.
I've been looking for certain artifacts. Well, for some time now. And an old friend working in La Paz has tipped me off about a rather promising rumor.
What sort of artifacts?
An ornate stone dais, among other things.
A big rock, and she won't say why.
Oh well. Where would the suspense be otherwise?
Okay, it's fine. Tomb Raider Legend. Funny, I did it last year. But I did a lot of games last year. But I deleted a lot of them as well. Because back then I had a bad micro. I was streaming in the night time, so you couldn't see me. I was I was doing a lot of parts
That was lovely.
at the same time, and having a 5-hour video is not really good, so I decided to do it again properly this time. You know, Assassin's Creed, why am I saying I'm playing too much Assassin's Creed.
Do me a favor and check your PDA.
It still works, if that's what you're wondering.
Cool. They said it was waterproof. You should be able to swim with it, no problem.
I'm playing too much Assassin's Creed, it's crazy.
If you eat it, then you'll have to wait an hour.
Tomb Raider is a I don't want to say legendary game, it would be a lie, but I played it when I was a kid. I remember I was playing Tomb Raider, let me think, 3 or 4 or something? 3, yeah.
careful.
Deep breath, Sip. This will be a long trip otherwise.
I forgot you were such an optimist.
Did I miss something? I wanted to try to find all those, this time at least, all those golden idols or whatever they are, and because they unlock some, you know, art and concept art, whatever the name of it, and some other things, so it might be interesting. But yeah, I need to try hard to find all of them. They're not always obvious.
That was too close.
It's actually funny how when I was
Copy that. I'm here, but I don't see no climber. Yeah, well, I can't shoot on sight if I can't see nobody. Got worked up thinking I'd put someone down today. Now there's nothing. He owes me one. Hell yeah, I'll tell Rutland myself. You know it. Give him the radio. It's a snipe hunt anyhow. You saw the cliffs below the road.
Any idea who he is or who he works for?
I haven't the foggiest. He's deliberately unremarkable.
Is that good or bad?
It's deliberate, which isn't good.
somehow when I was younger, I thought that when they did the new trilogy, up to this one, this was made by Crystal Dynamics or Eidos. Oh, I don't remember. Whatever, I don't remember. This trilogy, Tomb Raider Legend, Tomb Raider Anniversary, and Tomb Raider Underworld were made by some guys, and these games were released in 2006, 7, and 8, I think. And when they announced the new trilogy and they said that we will revamp Lara, and she will be completely different and stuff, and blah blah blah, I was like, I'm not gonna play the new trilogy. Because, I mean, you completely changed Lara, right? Here, you understand that she's a, adventurer and all those things. And one of those main changes was the fact that she was not...
Swear to God.
So what? He jumped out and started swinging?
No, sort of danced around, screaming and yelling, whatever.
Yeah? Well, I would have kicked the hell out of him.
Yeah, whatever, man. Who are these guys? The question is, why go to this much trouble to guard some ruins?
Quite.
She wasn't wearing all those, attractive clothes. It was one of the most remarkable changes, noticeable changes, because here you clearly see that she's all grown up and all those things. She's not super sexualized, but she's still sexualized, her outfits, especially in Tomb Raider Legend. In Anniversary, it's a little bit different. It's still fine, I guess. Even though they could have done differently, but whatever. Here in Legend, she got some special outfits, where she's kind of showing her breasts and all those things. And when they announced that new trilogy, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna play Crawler. I didn't really want to play the new trilogy. But then eventually I played one of the games. I actually waited to stream them, to record them, but then I abandoned this idea.
Isn't she beautiful? I'm falling in love all over again.
You say that to all the ruins.
I'm a terribly lucky girl. And here come the bloody tourists to spoil it.
Your cam doesn't pick up detail that small. What do you see?
Men with guns. Mercenaries by the look of them.
What are they doing there?
Getting into trouble.
And I didn't really want to play the new chapter. In Lara's story, but then I played one of the games. I didn't play the last two games, and it seems like soon their crystal dynamics or dynamics, whatever they pronounce it, they are making a new game, a new chapter about Lara Croft. But I did not play the previous trilogy. And you know, over the time I started to understand that, I mean, not understand, maybe understanding is not the correct word. I started to accept it more, and I think it's better that I think it's even good that they changed it and they okay, she's still she's still wearing all those attractive clothes, kinda. Obviously they could have made it different without sexualizing her, but it's still, in the new trilogy, they made it different. It's still acceptable. It could be worse, but it's fine. In this trilogy, I feel like she's more sexualized, and you know, over the time I started to, as I said, accept more of this normal kind of main hero, if I can call it like that, normal Lara Croft, because here she's, as I said, she's a little bit too sexualized, and it's just okay.
Glad you're on your toes.
It's a useful survival skill.
What's all this stuff for? Moving heavy materials deeper into the mountain, probably. Sometimes ancient builders had to tunnel around hard rock deposits.
How much? Where's the end? This. I don't know where's the end. Here it feels a little bit too much, and it just feels kind of forced. Why are you forcing it? When I was a kid, it was fine, you know. Yeah, she's attractive. they are kind of exploiting all the stereotypes that they can. She's kind of young, she's attractive, she got guns, she's you know, she's an adventurer. Did I say she's attractive? So they're exploiting all those kind of stereotypes that we guys who don't have, I don't know, especially video gamers. They're exploiting the stereotypes that video gamers don't have girlfriends. So, you know, let's give them this kind of perfect female character. In some sense, it's not perfect. She's not perfect. And
why predators attack prey larger than themselves is a mystery.
And a pity.
and that's it.
Is that a skull of a monkey or a person? Spooky. Ah, cunning.
And you know, when you get older, it just becomes boring. It becomes I don't know, outdated. You don't want to. When you're 15 years old, yeah, you're like, oh look, she's attractive and all those things.
Looks like you're going
Half
forward.
naked. When you get older, it
Yes,
becomes
but
boring.
how?
With patience and persistence.
Is there anything else? And I think that the newer games there, I didn't play them, but the survival on the island, there was another problem in that game.
Someone picked an unfortunate place to hunt.
Basically, in this game, Lara is kinda, at least, no, I wanted to say at least in Tomb Raider Legend, but it's not true in the Tomb Raider Underworld. She's kinda, they give her swimsuits as well. In the first game of the new trilogy, she's too violent. She's violent here as well, you know. I don't know what were they thinking when they created this character. She's an archaeologist, but she got two guns and she's killing people, killing animals in tons and millions and thousands. It just doesn't make any sense. But okay, when I was young, I was like, whatever, it's cool. Tomb Raider is a cool game, I like it. Now it starts to feel a little bit weird.
Sometimes she absolutely terrifies me.
And in the newer trilogy, where she's left on the island in the first game, she's just killing people. Of course she's trying to survive, but it just feels very weird. We're playing as Lara Croft, she's an archaeologist, because this is what I like about this game, about Legend, Anniversary, and Underworld. There is how can I say it? a history, myth and legends and all those things, and it's quite interesting, don't get me wrong. I really like it. Oh, well, it nearly landed in the right spot. But the problem is, this part is interesting, but the fact that Lara is killing people, a lot of people, it feels super weird. Super weird.
It wasn't so back when it was fully furnished. We're looking at the stripped down version of what's left 1,000 years later.
So it's true that it starts to feel weird to play as Lara Croft because she's just killing too much people. It's not that I don't I'm very sensitive and I don't like I'm afraid to kill people or something like that. That's not it. It's more of a, oh boy. Okay, whatever. It's just, you know, when you're killing some mobs in Dota 2, there is no problem. You know that it's in some kind of an imaginary world and you are, you know...
Someone picked an unfortunate place to hunt.
And you are... you're killing those creeps to farm. They're not really real. You don't feel anything about them because you know they're creeps and that's it. Creeps, mobs, call them however you want. Same for, I don't know, like battle royals, Apex Legends, maybe for some PUBG or some other games, Fortnite. You don't really feel, it doesn't really feel realistic. They feel like video games. They are video games, and you know that even though you kill people there, they still feel like video games. They are video games, and that's it. While here, Tomb Raider, it kind of pretends, it kind of speaks about real life. There's an archaeologist, Lara Croft. She's from Great Britain. She got a family, and we follow her story in this in this trilogy. See? We're looking for her mother, father, everybody, and it feels more real. You feel something. You feel something about all the situation about Lara. You kinda get used to her. You can get used to a character in Dota 2 or in Apex Legends or something. I mean, you can get used to a hero because he got some abilities and you like those abilities.
Man, this place is weird and complicated. It probably wasn't so back when it was fully furnished. We're looking at the stripped down version of what's left 1,000 years later.
But you don't really feel anything about the heroes. About their lives because they don't have any lives, you know, that those characters are created, kind of. I'm not entirely sure people would even do cosplays about them, but maybe. I think I saw some Dota 2 cosplay or something. No problem. But, you know. Save the game, what is that? Yes, it's weird. But Lara is different. There were movies about her, there were other things, and you kinda want to feel something about her because, I mean, she got a family, she's looking for her family, but she's just killing too much people. It feels weird. It feels problematic. At least for me, it started to feel problematic when I played the first game. Well, when I was younger, I didn't really care. Well, she's killing, so what? Now, it feels weird. So I don't know. Why are they not making her more like peaceful? She's an archaeologist, she's not a hitman, you see? Don't get me wrong, there is nothing bad about killing if the game is about killing. As I said, in Battle Royale, no problem, you can kill people. In a Hitman series or Splinter Cell, you work as a secret agent. You have to protect United States or something. In Hitman, you're a hired killer. You're going and killing people. That's the goal. That's your goal, because the game is about it. Here, the game is about kind of history, puzzles, enigmas, and all those things.
Oh, damn! Move! You in one piece?
And still breathing, yes.
Wait a sec. Here we're playing as an archaeologist set. It's all about like myth and legends, and some other things. I just don't understand why are we killing so much like animals or people or something. For me, it feels weird, and I started to understand it over the time. I can't say anything about Hitman series because that's the point of this game. You see? You're a hired killer and you're paid to kill
It's
people.
the center of the evil Kovrak Empire. None of this appears in any of the literature, but I'd say they're ceremonial in nature.
If that's the case, it's not a ceremony I'm keen on witnessing.
You see, so it would be weird to. It's like when you don't like something. For example, I never understood people who were, when they don't like something, they just go and start to trash talk about that thing. Me, for example, I don't like rock music. It's not really my style. Sometimes songs are fine. For example, I've discovered that Imagine Dragons or One Republic, they have rock styles in their music. Some of their songs are rock songs. I didn't feel like it was a rock song. Some of their songs, of course, and I listened to them, and sometimes I listen to them even right now, nowadays. But there is a sound. No? It's weird. So no problem if there are rock songs, right? And I don't really like them. I'm not gonna listen rock songs and to kind of, to suffer and then go to YouTube comment section and leave those raging comments saying that I hate rock songs, I wish you would stop singing or something, because it doesn't make any sense. Just because I don't like a banana, it doesn't mean that someone else cannot like a banana. If I prefer an orange, I can eat oranges and let other people eat bananas, and that's it. This is how it works, you see? If someone else likes apples, let them eat apples. This is how it works, you see. So I'm not gonna, I cannot, it would be weird to go and play Hitman series where you are supposed to kill people because you are a hired killer, and kind of criticize it, trash talk the game just because you don't like killing people or something. Here it's different because it's an adventure type game. Why should you? There is a difference between, you know, like in Mario where you just jump and on a turtle or something, and you just kind of kill it or something. It still doesn't feel the same. Here you got two pistols and you just shoot. You shoot animals, you shoot people, you shoot everybody. Something to think about. And it started to bother me only when I grew up. When I was younger, I didn't really care about it. Just like the fact that they sexualized Lara.
Have you found anything for the fire? Lara, what are you... No, get back! Good Lord. What is it?
There's something in the light.
Stay here. What? Who are you? What? What about my daughter? You stay away from her. She meant no harm.
What's happening, Mother? Who's there?
Oh God!
Mother? Mother!
It started to feel weird over the time when they sexualize female characters. I mean, if you don't have a girlfriend, go and find yourself a girlfriend. Why are you putting on her some attractive clothes? Attractive.
Lara Croft! I've been hoping I'd get to meet you. At ease. We're just gonna talk.
Look at that.
I'm listening.
Maybe you found a piece of this. Is this what led you here?
Where did you find that?
It doesn't matter. What's important is what it does. Do you know?
What I know is my business.
So you don't then, and that means you don't have a piece. Amanda said you were sloppy. You should have paid more attention in Paraíso.
Amanda? Amanda's dead. What the hell do you know about Paraíso?
We're done talking.
How to feel is the question.
There is more than one. Father, you were right.
What was that?
I think I missed one.
Keep
the
yourselves
item.
caffeinated, lads. We've some work ahead of us.
Means we're still alive. Can't complain about that.
I've missed one, I think. Or maybe two. I think a golden. I've missed a golden one. And so a lot of things started to become more clear. If you want an interesting female character, you just need to make good dialogues, good story. Because here in Assassin's Creed, I'm so obsessed with Assassin's Creed, it's crazy. Here in Tomb Raider, Legend, Anniversary, and Underworld, I think that the story, Lara's story, is really interesting. She lost her father, her mother, they're in the Avalon, in the underworld or something, and she's trying to discover what really happened to them. She's trying to decipher this decrypt, this kind of mystery, and it's super interesting. But the fact that she got all those kind of slim clothes and all those things, it's not necessary, because otherwise it might have consequences on people, on younger generations, and a lot of people might fantasize about her and do all kind of bad things. This is the end of this mission, the Bolivian mission. You see, we didn't find the golden one, and we found only 9 from 10 bronze rewards and 2 from 5 silver rewards. Okay, we'll find it. Probably. We'll complete the mission.